Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ciarra, and please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so we are jumping into this 12-part zodiac series. What I highly recommend for you all to do with this particular series is to have your natal chart pulled up in the whole sign system. I have a link down below in the description that will help you to do that. That way, with each one of these messages throughout this whole entire series, you'll be able to look at your own personal natal chart and see exactly where in your natal chart the Leo energy is. And this is going to give you additional information to how these messages are going to apply to your personal situation and what area of your life they're going to be applying the most. So, you really want to look at that house wherever Leo's sitting. You know, what house is that encompassing, what planets, nodes, aspects might be in it, as well as you might even want to look at your fifth house, since this is the ruling house of Leo as well. So obviously the focus for this particular video is going to be on the Leo energy and what is it giving you right now? What is it telling you? What messages in relation to it is happening? So with Leo, we're talking about expressive, creative, loving, playful, warm, avert, self-confident, flirtatious, glowing, bedazzling, extroverted, vital, guileless, egotistical, juicy, proud, trusting, and excessive. The Leo energy has a big emphasis on creativity, on love, dating, sex, as well as just overall, again, creativity and expression in this way, also children. So those are just some key things to keep in mind when we're talking about this Leo energy and how it can apply to you, again, in relations to your particular natal chart. I also want to mention, if you guys are interested in learning more about astrology or getting involved with any of the fun additional goodies that I have and help support this channel, definitely do check out my Patreon link down below, because me and my Pisces twin, we do a podcast and we talk about all kinds of interesting topics, but especially astrological topics as well. So if you want to learn more about certain things along with us, I highly encourage you to check that out. I also do monthly stickers and prints. So if you're interested in getting involved with some artwork related stuff that I do, that is a great way. I also do want to mention that I've been more active over on Twitter. So if you'd like to join me there and see some of my daily updates and whatnot, all of that is going to, of course, be linked down below. So we have 3 piles here today for this reading. For pile 1, we have the honey calcite. For pile 2, we have the goldstone. And for pile 3, we have the bumblebee jasper. So definitely take as much time as you need. If there's a particular focus you want to think about or a question that you have, certainly do that. Again, this is a timeless reading, and I encourage you to check out the other 12 zodiac signs in this series and see what other messages apply to different areas of your natal chart. Again, this is a series that is very much about all of the energies of your natal chart, because all of the zodiac signs are present there. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into these Leo messages. For those that were attracted to pile 1 here with the honey calcite, this is going to be your reading of what it is that you need to know most right now, especially in regards to this Leo energy. Again, I highly encourage you to have your natal chart up so that you can see exactly where this applies for you personally. So we have the Ace of Wands coming out first and foremost. We also have the Four of Wands coming out. And we have the Nine of Wands. So overall, a majorly fiery, passionate tarot spread here. We don't have any major arcanas, but we do have a brand new beginning present here with that Ace of Wands. So this is definitely all about an exciting brand new beginning and persevering through it, not giving up on yourself, and keep striving forward with a lot of confidence and celebration and joy, because obviously you're hitting some sort of milestone, or people around you are hitting a milestone with the Four of Wands being present. This is also representing things, I just saw 111, marriages, graduations, festivals. It's just a time where a lot of people are getting together to celebrate something, to have fun. This is definitely an energy for soulmates as well, of joining together, of commitment in this way, commitment to yourself, continued commitment to your goals and your ambitions, and persevering even when you are tired, because it's like, again, that new beginning is right around the corner. It's just a matter of you taking in the bull by the balls, essentially, and driving forward here. Yeah, so interesting enough, we have card 11 with overwhelm. The hard work we love can leave us feeling burdened, drained, and burnt out, among other problems. So obviously, a lot of you have been dealing with some, a period, obviously, where you were fighting very, very hard. You have been fighting very hard. You have been keeping it up. And, it could definitely be that you were very overwhelmed. But right now, this is a huge message to take a break and to focus on having some fun. We also have love makes the difference here. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. So you definitely want to focus and think about how to better cultivate your self-worth. And this adds up to 4. So we have that 4 energy coming out yet again. I also feel like music is going to play a really key role in what it is you're doing right now. We also have the card Confetti, which we'll get more into that in a moment. And, of course, we have 2 kitties that came out for you, because, of course, I had to use the cat cards in regards to Leo. So we have Passion, which you have nothing but passion here, with the wand suit. Meet Ember. She is the light blazing inside our being. She is our fire, our drive, our fuel. She is our very life force, yearning and stretching in the direction of our love. Notice what makes Ember begin to glow and burn brighter. Perhaps it's talking openly with a friend, or cuddling with your love. Or perhaps it's playing your guitar, scaling a mountain, or writing your story. Look for that spark within and honor it. Stoke that fire with intention. Honor your passion with time and dedication. Feed that flame with devotion. Let passion ignite your life with beauty, energy, and purpose. Exactly. And then we have Bliss here. Meet Camilla. She is in full bloom, radiating delight. When something challenging happens, we often ask ourselves, what can we learn from this? Camilla is here to remind us not to overlook the possibility that some of life's most poignant lessons come from moments of ecstatic bliss. What makes your body and mind, soul ring with joy? How can you connect to the golden thread of meaning and let it weave its way through your life? This is an invitation to embrace all that is marvelous in your life. Let bliss overcome you as you bask in the limitless love of a million sunrises. Exactly. So, you have bliss and passion here. So, obviously, this is all about taking the overwhelm that you've been feeling, because obviously you've been working hard, and reconnecting back to, again, what brings you bliss and what are you passionate about? What do you truly love? Because that love is what's going to help to heal you and to make you feel secure and to, boost your self-worth. And it's going to help you with this drain, burden, or burnout feeling. You need to take a break and just play again. This is your big message. This is all about the playfulness of the Leo energy, giving into the play here. Here's also the back of this particular image, because there might be something that stands out to you in the imagery. But yeah, it's that is how you persevere here, is by giving into that playful and kind of energy. So I also want to look more at the keywords for each one of these tarot cards. So the keywords for the Ace of Wands here is positive new beginnings, fresh inspirations, sparks, opportunities, new cycles of manifestation, the genesis of hopes and dreams, creative downloads, pushing through blocks, illuminated ideas, and passion. So we have passion coming up twice here. You know, the prompt is invocations that spark. Again, this is all about re-engaging and giving life back to what you are most passionate about, because it seems like you've been overwhelmed by all the responsibilities and the hard work that you might be leaving, that you've lost touch with why you even began to do the work to begin with, what it is you love about that work, what inspired you to do it. Or again, what just inspires you about life in general and just being yourself. So with the 4 here, this is an event or gathering, time with friends and family, a celebration, happiness, a marriage, or another important milestone, experiencing the sacred in your community. The prompt is a gala of stability. So yeah, again, through especially reconnecting with the people that you love most, or again, the people that you just enjoy being around, who bring you joy, this is going to help to, again, bring you back to balance. This is all about just taking a moment to just kind of enjoy living, is what I'm getting. And lastly, we have that 9. And with the 9 here, this is all about a last defense, protection, setting boundaries, following through, the final push, giving up too early, being overly vigilant, unwarranted defenses. The prompt is the winds of defiance. So obviously it's like, sometimes I feel like for some of you, it's like you're so close to the completion of a project and the beginning of a new one, but it's like you're struggling with that last like 2% of the project, and you just can't figure out why. You're like banging your head against a brick wall of like, why is it not working? What is missing? What is that missing cherry on top of the sundae? Well, the missing cherry here is just you stepping back for a moment to just let it lie and just go and focus on something else for a while. Again, give yourself a break to just kind of sit and enjoy something. So lastly, I want to take a peek at the confetti message here, which is card 34. So let's go ahead and take a peek at that. You will soon have cause for celebration, whether a big win or a token gain, affirming that the best is yet to come. Sweet success is headed your way. Prepare to celebrate. Yes, this is what is related to definitely that 4 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. It's like all of that hard work, you just got to let go a little bit. To wrap up and finish your healing or finish this project, you just need to stop picking at it. You need to stop overthinking it. You need to stop trying to polish it too much. I get a strong sense here of this is a group here who's maybe almost too close, or you're right on the precipice of overworking your thesis, or overworking that project, or just, again, overwork in general. That if you push over it, you're going to end up biting yourself in the ass, essentially. It's like, stop. If you're feeling this like tension and this overwhelmed and you're burnout, you know, you're focusing too much on these problems, or you're thinking you're inventing problems at this point, stop, set it aside, go out and have some fun, and then come back to it and realize that, hey, you know what? It's done. It is complete. Or maybe, okay, now I see it clearly. This is what I was missing. Let me add that one finishing touch, and bam, you have cause and reason to celebrate because you just did something amazing. Like, this is, for a lot of you, like, you've been working on, like, your master work. And you're so excited to finally put it out there and be celebrated for it and to have, you know, a moment of enjoyment with it. But again, just don't, again, pick at it too much and give yourself a little bit of a break to reevaluate, if it even needs that, an extra push on it. Don't be overwhelming yourself. So that is everything I'm seeing here for this pile's message. If you guys enjoyed this, definitely do let me know down in the comments. Again, I highly encourage you to check out the other zodiac signs in this series because, again, your natal chart has all of the zodiac signs and they all apply to you as a person. And see if you get cross messages, or maybe a message from a different zodiac sign video might actually help to bring more clarity to the message of this one. It just depends. But I definitely encourage you guys to go and check those out. And of course, to check out all my various links down in the description if you want to see what else I'm involved with and get involved with my Patreon, the monthly stickers, or the podcasts. Lots of cool information and stuff that you can glean from that as well. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, for those who picked pile 2 here with the lovely gold stone. Look at the sparkle. It's so pretty. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump in your cards and see what it is that you need to know most. Again, I highly encourage you to have your natal chart in the whole sign system on hand so that you can reference exactly where and add a more personal touch to these messages to see where in your life these could definitely be applying to. And so, interesting enough, we have the Tower. We also have the Fool. Oops, my lights just went out. We also have the Page of Materials, which is like the Page of Pentacles here. We also have a message of nature, card 72. Go out in nature as much as you can, for its pure creativity can teach you everything you need to know. And boy, can it. I totally 100% believe in this. It's so my jam. We also have be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Exactly. We also have Brilliant Virgin, card 5. We'll get more into that one in a moment. And for your kitty cat here, we have Expression. Meet Chanty. She once kept her ideas and feelings locked away in her heart where no one could see or hear them. It felt safe and secure, but alas, she felt so alone. No one truly knew her. She was longing to come out to play. Gathering her courage, she flung open the window in her mind and unlatched the doorway in her soul. She started to speak her mind and give voice to her heart. She could never again fit in the small, closed space of hiding. Soon her words grew in unabashed singing. What song are you keeping captive? What song at long last can you unleash into the world? Oh boy, here. All right, so obviously for you guys, I mean, we have 2 major arcana cards here. So this is a big deal because you're about to go through a very big shift, because obviously I feel like you guys have been, you haven't been expressing yourself. You have been locking a lot of shit away. You have been denying yourself a lot of potential. You have been your own worst enemy when it comes to trying to manifest what it is you want in your life. Honestly, through your own personal perception, the way that you do self-talk, there's almost a sense of you're not believing enough in yourself. You're not stepping up to the plate of all that you can be and having that courage is what I'm getting. It's like, yes, you may be young or you may be naive or whatever, but it's like, it doesn't mean that you can't learn, that you can't grow more, that there isn't a chance for your wildest dreams to come true. Yes. Do you need to stay in the present moment and be here in the here and now? Yes. You can't be worrying about and dwelling on the past. It's like you need to step forward. If there's something you truly want, then go out and get it. Stop being so caught up in your head and overthinking things and thinking that, or even having a particular expectation for how you think something might manifest. It's like, yes, it's really good and it's important to focus and have that vision of how you imagine it, but you have to also leave a little bit of wiggle room for the universe to present you with something better or to have it manifest for you even in a better way. And also it could be that some of you are limiting even how much you can prosper and how much you can manifest by thinking too small. So it's almost like for you guys, you need to take, again, your wildest dream and, okay, you think of it like this is what you want and push it to 11. All right. You need to push it that extra mile and think, okay, this is what I want. What would it look like if I had something even more than that? And then focus on that and keep pushing it further and further because that possibility can happen for you. It's all in how you change your perspective and your beliefs. That might also have something to do with the people around you as well. What if other people have been pushing on you and forcing you even in some cases to believe about yourself or to think that it has to be this way? It's like, again, I feel like some of you might literally have a song trapped inside you that you need to release. So I'm getting a sense here that there's some big issues in the throat chakra, the heart chakra, as well as probably, it goes from the throat. Oh, really, it's all the chakras here, because if your root chakra is out of whack, it's going to throw everything else out of whack, but especially focusing on the throat chakra, the root chakra, and probably the solar plexus chakra is going to be another one. But also, I do feel like the sacral chakra is going to play a part in that as well, because again, it goes from the root to the sacral to the solar plexus to the heart to the throat. So it's like all of these lower chakras, especially if like your ultimate goal is to reach this higher perspective and to start the manifesting and connect to your psychic abilities, everything that, is kind of related to the third eye and above. It's like you have to work on those lower chakras first in order to be able to properly have that flow of energy coming up, again, from the roots of nature and Mother Earth, however you want to put it, to go upward. There's also here a message of, again, being gentle with yourself in the process of learning what it is you want to do. Are you going to make mistakes? Are you going to fumble? Are you going to fall a little bit? Sure you are. But failure is not a bad thing. Failure just means that you have room to learn more and that you can make corrections and that you can even grow even more. I think the issue here for some of you is a sense of giving up too early, or again, being too much in this, I'm just going to say it, kind of this la land of like how you wish something would be, but like you kind of turn like, oh, if it's not that way, or, oh, I can't have it. Or again, you might have a lot of this negative self-talk. It's like, no, you need to stop that because you are blocking your own success here, especially with the Fool here. I mean, the Fool is all about jumping forward and taking risk, and the Tower is a major fucking epiphany and a major turning point in your life where something big can happen here, but it requires you to completely tear down your own old belief system and your old way of thinking things. It's like it's time to wake up and grow up a little bit here is what I'm getting, which again, isn't going to happen overnight. But you can, again, think and dream bigger. And you can achieve that. And a big thing that's going to help you here is to work on this expression, but also to get out and actually physically connect with nature. See what it can teach you. I definitely see that there's a big need here to connect with a teacher. And it may not even be like a physical person. It might just be, again, nature itself as a teacher to you. So let's kind of look a little bit more at the keywords that we have going on here with the Tower, the Fool, and the Page of Pentacles. So starting with the Fool, again, we're talking about a new journey, beginnings, trusting the universe, a time for optimism, not knowing what's coming, naivety, needing to learn new skills, analysis paralysis, a leap of faith. So the prompt here is the uncertain beauty. Yes, there is uncertainty, but there's so much beauty in that uncertainty and just being comfortable with that. You're not going to have all the answers and things aren't going to go exactly how you imagine, but it's all about how you roll with it. As long as you find that security in yourself to, again, gather your courage and open that window to let your soul out and speak your truth, even against all of the other bullshit that other people around you might make you feel, and standing your ground to, this is who I am. I'm not going to keep myself captive anymore. I'm going to let it out and I'm going to go after what I want, regardless of what you think is right for me, because you aren't me. You're you, I'm me, and I know what's right for my life and what I need to do. Will I stumble? Will I fall? Will I make mistakes? Sure, but that's my lesson to learn, and you can take your opinion and go shove it, essentially, is what I'm getting here. So let's also look, of course, at the Tower. So with our Tower, this is the unexpected change, a massive shift, beliefs shattered, paradigms flipped, an opportunity to rebuild your life in new ways, being flexible, finding shards of light in the chaos. The prompt is a rift in reality. Yeah, exactly. That's a great analogy here. It's like, if you could live and you could imagine an alternate life for yourself, or an alternate version of you that is the ultimate version of you, who is that person? I just saw 1111. Who is that person? What are they doing? How do they dress? How do they live their life? How do they speak? How do they carry themselves? Who is that person that this alternate version of you that has everything that you desire, that you want to be? Imagine that person, push it to 11, and then start acting like it. Start changing your beliefs. Start changing the way you dress. Change the way you repaint your room. Reorganize your room. Make your life what you imagine, and not based off something else that you're envying, like for maybe some of you, that you envy about somebody else. It's not that that's this, like, okay, it's one thing to be inspired by somebody else that you're looking at, either on social media, a magazine, whatever, but if you're going to do that, you're not just sitting there and just like, oh God, I wish I could be them, or I wish I was pretty like them. It's like, you don't want to be them. You want to emulate what you like. Why do you even like how they look? What is it about their style that you like? Okay, identify what that thing is and then just incorporate it in your own way. So not only do you get the benefit of the positive aspect in what that person, like, again, I'm going to use style, for example, the aesthetic of their style that you like so much and you pinpoint what it is. Not only do you get the benefit of like, okay, I figured out that that's my aesthetic. I like it. Now let me apply it to myself and how I can manifest it. So you can add your own unique flavor on it and then it becomes your own. I feel like that's important. Like, I feel like some of you might have a tendency where it's like you wear very dull, or I'm sorry to be maybe sounding rude or something, but again, I'm just going to use this example because this is what I'm seeing. Like, maybe you wear a lot of like dull kind of colored things. Maybe you dress very kind of like, maybe clothing that doesn't hug the body or whatever, because maybe you feel a little bit uncomfortable in your body, or somebody made you feel like you can't wear something that is super overly patterned and colorful and, shows skin. It's like, oh, you were told you have to cover up and you have to hide all this, whatever. If you really truly want to just wear a super colorful dress all the time, or even be more over the top, or you go out shopping in some ball gown or whatever, it's like, who the fuck is stopping you from doing that? Nobody is actually stopping you from doing that. If that's really what you want to do, just do it. It's like, what are they going to do? They're going to stare at you. They're going to make a look. It's like, that's their fucking problem. Like, seriously, this is all about empowering yourself and just living your best life and the best version of you. So if somebody has a problem with that, it's because they fundamentally have issues within themselves that they haven't gotten through. But you are, you've lifted yourself to get over maybe even some similar problems they have. And maybe for somebody out there, you might be the inspiration they need to finally express themselves the way that they should be. And again, I've been using like style and whatnot and like clothing as an example here, but this goes for anything. This goes for work. This goes for relationships. I mean, it goes to all areas of life. So lastly, let's look at the page here as well. Let's go ahead and jump to that. Where are you? It's usually the last thing in the book. Yep. So let's see, the key words for the page in this case is manifesting. No duh. Discovering how to create abundance, practicing, planning, learning new energy and new beginnings, new skills, a student working on the future, the natural laws of creation. This is why nature is coming up, because nature is the best teacher for all of these concepts. You go out and you spend some time out in nature, you start learning about nature. Nature, in my opinion, is the best teacher of these principles. It is. So the prompt here is encoded plans. So obviously you need to work more on your manifestation and how you can dream. Dream bigger. And finally, we're going to look at the brilliant virgin here. And I think that those words are very enlightening. Brilliant and virgin. Obviously, when we think of virgin, we think of somebody who's, we associate it with, and as a side tangent here, I think the whole concept of virginity is bullshit. But generally, when we think the word virgin, we think of somebody who's a beginner. We think of somebody who doesn't have that experience yet. We think also of like purity and sort of childishness, or like a childlike energy. It hasn't matured yet. But we also have a kind of a contradiction there with the brilliant. It means that it's untested. You have this amazing brilliance, but I feel like you haven't transformed into it yet. So let's go ahead, and this is card 5. So with it, let's take a peek and see what is going on. So in a world where we are bombarded daily with differing opinions and ideas, remaining true to you and your own point of view is nothing short of brilliant. Let go of confusion, distortion, comparison, and compromise. You do not need to compare yourself to another or measure up to anyone or anything else. What matters to you and your successful life journey is to be in touch with your own truths. You know what you feel, no matter what anyone else says or believes. Stay true to you. There you go. Like, literally, that I have nothing else to add there. Okay, because I think we've already gone on long enough with this pile, and that just sums up this whole reading perfectly. It's literally all the messages all combined and condensed down into one. So I hope that this was insightful, that this is helpful, and it should be an encouraging message for you. All right, there might be a little bit of edge of a little bit of tough love in there, but it's like sometimes you need that push, somebody to like help to like push you over the edge, so to speak. So again, I thank you so much for joining me here. I highly encourage you to check out the other parts in this series because, again, the other zodiac energies could also give you great guidance in addition to this message, especially when you apply it to your personal natal chart and where in your life that energy is especially hitting. So, and I also encourage you to definitely check out my Patreon link down below, especially the Pisces Twin podcast that we do, because we talk a lot about manifestation. We talk a lot about astrology and all of these kind of things, and definitely very empowering topics and expression and all of this, because this is how me and my Pisces Twin are. If you're familiar with our videos and how we read together and all of that, I would definitely encourage you to check that out, get involved. And if you're just interested in looking at some artwork, whatnot, I definitely encourage you to, again, explore the links down below. So thank you all so much, and I will see you in the next one. All right, for the third and final pile here for this Leo energy reading. Again, I highly encourage you guys to have your natal chart on hand so you can see and get a more personal read on where these messages could be applying to you in your life as you're getting this message. Again, this is a timeless reading. And so we are talking about our Bumblebee Jasper group here. And let's see what's going on, what it is you need to know most. So, oops, one of the cards wanted to jump away. Ooh. So, we have the Muse of Emotions, which is essentially the kind of like the King of Cups here. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Ooh. And we have the Empress. So we have a major arcana card. We also have a lot of people present here. So that's interesting. We also have the message of, let me show the image here. I think the image here on the back that, I want to say that's Lakshmi. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. But we have actualization. You'll achieve your full potential by virtue of your creativity and your honest pursuit of truth. So again, actualization. So not only having the vision, but actually putting it into practice, I feel like is really important for you in creating the outcome that you want, because you have a lot of powerful get it done kind of energy here with the Queen of Pentacles as well as the King of Cups. There is emotional intelligence here. There's being involved with the arts and the sciences. There's also a great balance or a sense of balance of having that work-life balance really, really down pat. And figuring out what it is exactly, like I feel like you guys are the group here who have actually finally figured out exactly what it is that you want in life, what's going to give you the most emotional satisfaction, and now you are self-actualizing it. You are embodying the Empress energy. You're aiming for that Empress energy to create and bring forth this project, this baby, this life into the universe in the pursuit of what you know to be your truth. We also have back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. Exactly. I feel like this is card 3 and this is 3. So 3 might be a really powerful number for you guys, but it's like, yeah, you finally found it. Like the clouds have parted and you've lifted the veil and now it's become clear. You know how to become that badass CEO and business entrepreneur or whatever, this big hefty goal and this person that you want to be. And it's almost like the last pile is what ultimately that pile, you are what that pile maybe a long time ago was at the beginning of your journey. And now you've grown, you've learned the lessons, and now you're finally coming in. You finally overcome all the challenges from the last pile to step into this brand new beginning where it's like, yes, you know how to do it all. We have also the Princess Victorious here. Yeah, it's like you've overcome this sense of like, maybe in the past you felt like, I'm really seeing the loser on the written on the finger, where it's like, again, maybe that's how other people made you feel. There was a sense of, especially like in your teenage years, you might have felt very much like an outcast, an outsider. You didn't know how you fit in. You didn't know what to do. You felt very much like, you might have gone through very much like an emo stage, but it's like now you finally are hitting that maturity where, again, you can achieve your full potential. Because look, we go from the Princess Victorious to the Velvet Queen. Exactly. This is an upgrade. This is going from just a mere princess to the actual motherfucking queen, and owning that shit, and that beautiful sense of finally growing into this mature, wise individual who's got their shit together and knows exactly what their worth is, knows exactly what they want. They know how they're going to go about achieving it, because they reevaluated. You reevaluated your desires. You reevaluated how you went about trying to get that recognition, to get love, to get whatever it was. And you knew that, sorry, it cut out there for a second. You finally figured out how to actually actualize that. And so we also have, for your kitty here, we have Cuddles, meet Fluff. She is patiently waiting for you to stop your super important get it done task and give her lots of love. She assures you that her fur is a cloud of softness that will melt all your thoughts away. Little Fluff is all about savoring the experience of being alive in your body. Time to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect to the lush tactile world instead. Stretch like a cat until you quiver. Feel the air on your skin and the earth under your paws. Cuddle in with this kitty and feel her purrs awaken your heart. So I feel like, again, like you guys have learned this lesson, or at least some of you are very close to learning this, where it's like, it's part of that Queen of Pentacles balance, where it's like, you know now how to pause and how not to push your limits, and the importance of work-life balance. I just saw 111, and self-care, because it all matters, and it's not a waste of your time. It's all vitally important, because again, you reevaluated what it was that you wanted. So let's look a little bit more at the keywords for our cards here, starting with that Empress. So with the Empress, of course, we're talking about nurturing energy, mothering love from the universe, Gaia and the divine feminine, fertility, healing, self-love, compassion, creating a path that is healing for yourself and for others, unbridled creativity. The prompt is the fruit from the curatrix. So obviously, and yeah, we do have a lot of very strong feminine energy here in this particular reading. So you might want to work more with that particular energy. So with the Muse of Emotions, which again is essentially the King, we're talking about compassion, joy, the freedom to feel all the emotions as a way to self-discovery. Transcendent states of bliss, meditation, inner calm and knowing, being totally in touch with your desires and with balanced and peaceful emotions, avoiding moodiness. Avoiding the moodiness. And the prompt is rinsing the shadow. Yeah, like I get the sense that for a lot of you, if you put in the work to your shadow work and you've overcome that, you are all the possibilities over for you. If you did that reevaluating of your desires and now you know you're totally in touch with your desires now and you've balanced everything, it's like, get ready for major success and possibilities, because they're right around the corner is what I'm getting for you guys. So with the Queen of Materials, so with her present here, again, we have that mothering and nurturing energy, financial wealth and gain, unconditional love, prosperity, trusting in the universe to provide, lessons of lack and greed, abundance, earth energy, grounding, responsibilities, comforts. The prompt is the highway of fruition. Yes, if you guys have overcome kind of like this phase and you're stepping into this phase now, that is what awaits you, is that ultimate prosperity, again, through trusting the universe that it provides everything you need. And, you stay grounded and you stay responsible for yourself and what it is you are actualizing. Because, again, you know your truth now. So let's finally look at these two cards here. So we're going to start with the Princess Victorious. So you are being asked to be a big picture person for the moment. Sometimes immediate gratification has to give way for a grander scheme unfolding, which will ultimately lead you to far greater and more meaningful success. What seems to be a delay, obstacle, loss, or even failure now is a twist in the plot of your life, necessary for your gracious destiny to unfold according to a higher plan. Exactly. I really, really feel like for some of you, you maybe first watched pile 2 and then you also kind of felt drawn to this pile, even just a little bit. Because it's like that pile 2 to pile 3 here, this is, for all of you who came from pile 2, this is what you can have once you work through the issues from pile 2 completely. So, and then of course we have the Velvet Queen. So let's see what she has to say. She is card 25. So, a rare prize is to be bestowed upon you. The universe is confirming that the most luscious dreams of your heart are being nurtured. There's that key word that's come up multiple times, nurtured, into manifestation. To this end, you shall be given a saving grace, an intervention of needs, if need be. To be open to receive, surrender doubt in favor of unconditional trust. Through your trust and optimism, you make it easier for the universe to give you the most desired gift. To literally give you your desires. It's so crazy how, like, this pile is totally the elevated version and like the completion of the cycle from pile 2. It's wild. So it's like, yes, if you guys pick this pile, again, you don't have to go back and watch pile 2 if like this was the only pile you were attracted to. But like, yeah, you guys are well on your way. I feel like you guys have found your right path. You're on it now. And this is confirmation that like, yes, you are doing the right thing. If some of you who've clicked on this pile and you haven't quite hit this, again, reevaluate your desires. Don't take those delays or those obstacles or those failures as a mean of giving up on yourself. Again, if you want to achieve your full potential, you have to do it through the virtue of your creativity and your honest pursuit of truth. What truth? Your soul truth. Who you are from your heart. Give into that. There's this great sense of nurturing here in this reading, of like nurturing your potential, and it's there. You know how to do that. Self-love. You figured out, again, by going back to what you love, you've achieved that self-love that is so rightfully yours and you deserve, to help you to, again, achieve your highest manifestations and your highest version of yourself and beyond. So that is everything I'm getting for this particular pile. So I hope that it was helpful, that you guys enjoyed it. Definitely do leave a comment, a like, subscribe if you like down below. I highly encourage you to also check out the other zodiac signs in this series. Again, these are timeless readings, and you want to apply these readings to your whole natal chart, because all of the zodiac signs are present, and so those energies are all a part of you. And so that can give you another additional personalized layer to this whole reading. I also encourage you, if you want to learn more about astrology or you want to get involved with some art goodies, definitely check out my Patreon down below. Or if you just want to know more about me, see my daily posts and all that, check out all my social media apps. So thank you all so much, and I will see you in the next part of this Zodiac series. Bye-bye.